All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Inside the Logic. And let's keep it 100, y'all. We live in a world where people can post 20 stories a day, but can't hold one real conversation. Everybody's connected, but nobody's available. They'll text you paragraphs, but avoid eye contact in person. They'll double tap your life, but won't show up for it. So the question is, did social media make us emotionally unavailable or just expose who we already were? Y'all don't think so? Well, let's get into it. Now, once upon a time, love and attention came from people you actually knew. Now it comes from people who scroll faster than they breathe. We got addicted to micro validation. One like equals a mini dopamine hit. One repost equals fake love that feels real for 3 seconds. And over time, we trained our brains to expect attention without intimacy. You don't need a connection anymore. You just need a reaction. People don't ask, "How are you?" anymore. They just view your story and assume they know. Hey, you were crying on Tuesday. They saw the post, but didn't call. Because now, empathy is replaced with an emoji reaction. We don't reach out, we react. That's how emotional unavailability started. We stopped feeling and started scrolling. So, let's talk about online dating just for a minute. In today's society, the hardest part about dating isn't finding someone. Because, we date like we shop on Amazon. Add to cart, lose interest, and never check out. You don't even need to break up anymore. You just stop replying. That's how lazy emotional investment has gotten. Remember when we used to argue, then talk it out? Now, we just mute and post a quote like, "Hey, protecting my peace." And don't get me wrong, boundaries do matter. But half of the people yelling, "I'm protecting my peace," are just scared of communicating. Social media gave us a new excuse for emotional cowardice. It's easier to block than talk. It's easier to ghost than to be honest. It's easier to post a quote than to admit you're hurt. Because on social media, vulnerability ain't rewarded. Performance is. And we got real comfortable performing pain instead of processing it. And another reason we're all emotionally unavailable, we compare our reality to everybody else's highlight reel. And people only post their polished parts, the vacations, the smiles, the filtered angles. You don't see the debt, the arguments, the loneliness. So now you got people thinking, if my relationship doesn't look like theirs, it must be broken. And that's how you ruin something good, by comparing it to something fake. Social media made us addicted to aesthetics. We want relationships that look good online, even if they feel empty in real life. So some stay with somebody they don't even connect with just because they look cute in pictures. Or worse, they start performing love instead of living it. Now, a lot start choosing people who fit the image instead of those who feed their soul. And the irony is, all this connection made them feel lonelier than ever, because deep down, we're all starving for something real. Now, let's talk about the mask. Social media has turned everyone into a brand. You're not just you anymore. You're a curated version of yourself. We pick filters for our faces, captions for our feelings, and soundtracks for our pain. We don't cry. We make a post. We don't heal. We drop a quote. We don't talk to a friend. We just retweet. We perform being okay until it becomes our default settings. But here's the danger. When you're always performing, you forget what authentic emotions even feels like. You forget how to be sad, how to be honest, how to let someone in without needing an audience. That's why people can't connect anymore, because you can't fall in love when you're still in character. You feel me? So, how do we fix it? Well, we got to start doing small, uncomfortable things again. The stuff that's real but messy. Like call instead of text. Listen without rushing to reply. Say how you feel before it turns into a meme. Be honest when something hurts instead of posting unbothered. Real love, real friendship, real peace can't survive behind a filter. We got to learn to sit in awkward silence again. We got to learn to apologize and to look people in the eye, even to say, I miss you, without worrying about who saw it online. Because connection is a muscle, and we just stopped using it. So, yeah, social media changed the way we connect. But the truth is, it didn't steal our emotions. We just traded them for attention. We wanted likes more than love. We wanted validation more than honesty. We wanted visibility more than intimacy. And now, everybody's lonely with Wi-Fi. But guess what? It's not too late, because you can still choose presence over performance, people over posts, and you can still be available emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And it starts with one simple thing. Just put your phone down long enough to feel again. This is Inside the Logic, where we don't tell you how to feel. We just ask why you stopped feeling. Until the next time, peace.